Yo, listen, yo. Yo, listen. I disconnected from Hot 97. I disconnected from another data system. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, good luck on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how it's going to last. And I ain't connected to it. So, I don't know how it's going to last and what might happen a certain type of next week. That's just because of all the lies and frustration and me not being able to be in a house. I can't even listen to well, I'm not gonna say I can't listen to a radio, but obviously somebody did something to thought of like, yo, a person would have to know certain things. But my own frequency to certain things I need to know for myself, and then the girl upstairs that broke into my house, like she was trying to dismantle. I don't know. You ever seen that movie Ninja Assassin when the girl thought she was going after individuals a certain way? I think the girl is on something like that, the girl upstairs in the house and stuff. That's why I said to spiritual forces of myself, don't show nobody my humane physics, where I'm at. Don't show them none of my properties, none of my lands, none of the roads, none of the elements, none of the jewels and all the elements, all the current, light and electricity, thunderstorm, vibration, chemistry, current. You know what I'm saying? Don't show them in cars, planes, clothes, because you see what happened at King's Plaza and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about stuff like that, and then on top of it, yo, let the rest of the ones know that there's individuals remodeling their moms and other things a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like they hooking up their moms, but I didn't tell them to hook up their moms. I never gave them permission to do something like that. So I don't know what that's about. You could think about the porn, and then you think about what's going on in the paradigm of time. Just like tell one of them I didn't give people cars to drive in my social, knowing that one could come around and just be walking in one, or just chilling somewhere, and then another person. I never would do something like that. I think that's like the end of Japan and Korea when people do something like that. You see, that's why I was so strict in Japan and Korea, that the cars drove themselves, and you could tell that a person was a passenger in the car a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Not a person that's showing you that they just have leading intentions to do certain things. And I'm in New York, Brooklyn, Flatbush. I'm in East Mill Basin, Flatbush area. So you better think about certain things, you know what I'm saying? As a man, it's called Kings County. You might not know certain things. I'm just telling you something so ignorant people that's thinking kind of like what I just said before, you know what I'm saying, you'll know the difference in certain things, you know what I'm saying? You can tell who psychotic stalkers or certain people, certain type of mentalities that they have, so you'll be able to know the difference and know, just like the scariest thing that happened to me while I was out of town. This is before I left New York before. I'm Emerald Ming. I'm the real jewel stone element. I'm the real Emerald Ming. Yo, listen. The Wizard of Oz came on while I was out of town after the things that happened to Chinte and them. But not in the first place I was staying. Another place where they were trying to get a motel that I owned a certain type of way before. Yo, the Wizard of Oz came on the television, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna tell. I'm not gonna. Yo, listen. You would have thought it was a joke, right? It came on two times back to back. The third time it came on, I didn't watch it a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? So thinking about certain things, just like an emerald jewel. The emerald jewel doesn't educate people in physics or certain things. You know how some people come up with mad, he's not there, I'm not doctoring nobody, I don't want to. I already did all stuff like that. If people had respect, I would have did certain things. You don't educate people in my physics. You don't educate people anything to trying to take a person that has a jewel, that has a jewel to survive for the rest of a person's all existence in life. You don't take away something original and then give it to somebody that's not so-and-so. Don't do like what the Marvel Cube did a certain type of way. Don't trap them in that type of jewel neither. Don't trap them in no diamond. Don't trap them in any type of gem. Don't trap them in any type of jewel. You know what I'm saying? Not especially a ruby jewel. You don't trap them in stuff like that neither. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful, and people turn up all day in another place because of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't do certain things at all. So you know what I'm saying? As far as me, as far as myself and the Mings, to my China Ming family, because it couldn't be, I'm not gonna say the Ming family anymore. I'm gonna say China Ming family. Yo, just too bad. I don't know where China is. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea about a certain thing. You just remember, if you ever come in the vicinity, where I'm at is not where I charge my phone right there. It was right there where the chick that's murdering China and stuff like that, in that place right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the chick. I don't know if she's some rat chick. I don't know what she is. You know what I'm saying? I just know she's stationed in the house like she can't leave out. And then on top of it, you remember what I just spoke about. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, don't show nobody the physics, the magic to anything that goes on with me in life. Don't show them when the nourishment, the food, because once you see them try to do some nourishment, food, certain situations, then they'll go all the way to other things. Other things far as it does it itself a certain type of way, but you have to have a respect for consciousness a certain type of way when you're doing something like that. Like, I never really grew bud to give anybody some emerald bud and stuff like that. I have gardens, but I never ever did stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I do have certain things that had an education to show people about botany and stuff like that. That education was in school. With the generations they have it now, never learned that type of education. The generations of the children that's coming up in any planet, moon, sun, earth, solar system, galaxy, universe, they're never gonna learn that type of education botany. They don't learn that at all. You know what I'm saying? Not for because people didn't want to refine their star chart in America. They were just bullshitting Japan, Korea, Asia, and saying, "Oh, send it," and then they were just raping the girls and murdering the girls and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, real niggas that was sending things is just like a person. You don't want to cause a person to want to crack a jewel a certain type of way and causing a certain type of current and heat. Thank the Lord I was a person that knew about certain things, and I used to cook food and I used to do certain other things, but I was a man that was very educated. You don't educate any jewel, you don't educate nobody. My wife is not home, you don't educate nobody at a jewel. If my son had a jewel and my wife gave him a little, you don't educate nobody far as my level of education. You don't educate nobody nothing about me. Any of my personal jewels, even if I'm not touching the jewel and the jewel's just sitting somewhere, nobody knows about it, nobody could find it, you don't educate them nothing about the elements, the jewel, the current, the light. You don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? If it trap off, you just make sure. If I tell every jewel, if something ever trap off and you trap it, you don't trap it in any jewel, you don't trap it in any element in any of my socials. I'm not fully up to acknowledge. I gotta finish learning and remembering. Now, you don't put no animal, no nothing. You don't do certain things. I had regard for jewels. You could get the regard only if they were good regard and they never caused a problem or never had an idea or was put somewhere a certain type of way. You could do certain other things. If I need something, the next social I'm traveling to, I need something, I'll be by myself. So I'll go in the store, open it by myself. I'll go cook the food or do everything, close anything. I want to go to the mall, I'll get the keys and do it by myself. I don't want nobody help. I don't want nobody's help. I miss clear English. I don't want nobody's help at all. I just do everything by myself. You know what I'm saying? If I need to go get something, I'll go get it. You know what I'm saying? I'll go drive to go get whatever. But there's no such thing as no precinct where the next social I'm going to. There's no such thing as nobody helping or saying children. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want not even a feminine being around. I just want to be by myself, yo. So, I'm gonna just be real. You don't let individuals know nothing about where I'm at. Not even the stars could even get to me a certain type of way unless I decide to let it. That's how serious I am with it. So, don't worry about certain things. I don't making sure nobody follows me a certain type of way. Just like I said, if I ever have a car, it's gonna be a car that has a sensor to see if somebody tries to latch onto the car. You know what I'm saying? But it's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not gonna risk my life. Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna make another video to speak to you about something that's beyond important that you need to take very serious in your life, and then you need to realize before certain things start happening. I have nothing else.